One day, a man saw his neighbor fixing his lawnmower in the yard. He'd always considered himself a bit of a mechanical idiot and paid the neighbor a compliment. "Boy, I sure admire you. I've never been able to fix those kinds of things." "That's because you never take the time," the neighbor shot back. This comment stung, and it stuck in the man's mind. It came back up a few weeks later when the man had a patient whose parking brake was stuck. Normally, in a situation like this, the man would just yank at the wires with no idea what he was doing and then throw his hands up saying, "It's beyond me." But this time, he remembered the words from his neighbor, "You don't take the time." He lay down on the floor, got comfortable, and took a look at the situation. At first it just looked like a jumble of wires, but eventually he managed to locate the brake apparatus and he was able to trace its course. Through following this, he saw there was a little latch preventing the brake from being released. He examined this and realized if he just put a little bit of pressure on the latch, it would click and release the brake. And so I did this. One single motion, 1 ounce of pressure from a fingertip, and the problem was solved. This is a story from the book 4,000 Weeks and has become somewhat of a core memory for me. I think about it constantly, how we are always in a rush. We never take the time to sit with something and examine it for what it is. We never take the time to learn something because of how many other things are demanding our attention. If it were merely a piece of advice for fixing lawnmowers and cars, taking the time would be helpful enough. But the larger point is that it applies almost everywhere in life, to creative work and relationship troubles, politics and parenting. We're made so uneasy by the experience of allowing reality to unfold at its own speed that when we're faced with a problem, it feels better to race toward a resolution, any resolution really, so long as we can tell ourselves we're dealing with the situation. We try to find the solution as fast as possible because we're afraid of the fact that we don't feel in control. But try to take the time and allow reality a space to unfold without being rushed. Be okay sitting in vagueness. Sometimes it takes a little while for things to unfold. The professional arms himself with patience, not only to give the stars time to align in his career, but to keep himself from flaming out in each individual work.